But back to the original thing, the trolls. Here's what they do, guys, and I'm sure you've all seen it once or twice. They'll say something about you. Or they'll make a video about you. Or they'll tell a lie about you. Doesn't matter. But they'll do something with your name in the title or whatever, right? And then you have two choices. If you respond, then they say, ha ha ha, I got a response. And then they'll keep fucking with you. If you don't respond, then they'll say everything that they said about you is true. And the reason they know it's true is because you haven't responded yet. So you're pretty much screwed. You see what I'm saying? You can't do anything because it doesn't matter. Either way, they win. And then if you really, really get on them, then they start hitting the flag and strike button like they did on me yesterday.
I think that beginning clip was apt because it kind of explains the situation that I'm in. It's either I respond to this guy and his lies and accusations, and I give him what he wants by doing so. Or two, I let the lies and accusations slide, have my reputation slightly damaged, and he gets around saying that he's the winner, and that the reason why I won't respond is because I'm a coward, and I don't have an adequate response to him. That's just the reason why I'm not responding. So either way, I don't win, but I made the decision, obviously, to make this video, which is the reason why you're watching it. Just so you understand this whole situation for me, this man has referenced me since I left the League of Dick Riders, or talked about me, referenced or talked about me, once, twice, 3 times. You can see my name in the background. 4 times, my name is in the background again. 5 times, this is a stream that he made, which he deleted. Okay. 6 times, this stream got deleted when his channel went down. 7 times, he unlisted this video so that we could not take his channel down or take this video down because we were flagging it for obvious reasons. 8 times, you can see again in the left hand corner, he took this stream down as well because he said some slimy shit in there. He didn't want anybody else to see it. 9 times, 10 times, and he privated this stream as well. Now you're probably wondering, why do I even know about any of this shit? And the general concept is you can go ahead and you can look at my actual video catalog and you'll see that I've only made 1 video referencing the League of Dick Riders, and in that video I never talked about him. I never disparaged him or the league. Okay? This guy has talked about me or referenced me in 10 different instances, and the reason why I know all this is because I've had people in my Discord telling me all the shit this guy has been saying behind my back. Okay? So I wasn't going on his channel and messing with this dude. You can actually go to his streams, whatever. You'll never see me comment. You'll never see me in his chat. It won't happen. I've just been sitting back and I've been letting this shit play out. So if anybody in the comment section, or if this guy tries to pretend like, oh, I can't let it go. So basically their argument is I can't let it go, but they have been talking about me for literally close to 2 weeks, and they have about 6+ or more hours of them talking about me. But apparently, if I respond, I'm the one that looks childish. So again, no matter what I do here, I'm going to look like the bitch. Cool? Cool. So you understand the situation. One of the streams, I think it was the 3rd stream that Big Smoke made about this situation. Buggy and I and Big Smoke all got on a live stream, and I'm going to play a clip for you so that you understand what transpired. Okay? Here we go.
Buggy.
What?
I have one question.
Go ahead.
The same question that I asked ours.
Go ahead.
What do you want?
Dude, you saw the live stream. I want peace.
Okay, peace it is. What else do you want? Oh, wait a minute. This is a negotiation, right? Okay, here's the negotiation then. Here's the negotiation. Let's do this.
Oh, this guy means business. Let's go.
Wait a minute. I'm going to tell you. Marty don't like you. Me personally, I don't care either way, okay? I have a problem with you. But since we negotiating, let's negotiate. Drop all your troll activity against me in the league.
What troll activity?
Drop all you. Listen, take my name and my fucking thumbnail picture off your video, because I didn't put yours on mine. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, fine. I'll do it right now.
Negotiating. Let's negotiate.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna do it in front of everybody.
Okay, fine. Listen, this is negotiation. Take my name out the title of the video, the one you did last night.
Here.
My face thumbnail. That's first.
Okay.
That's what I want. Second, you and all the ex-members who left, mind y'all business. Keep the LOD out your mouth. I'll delete anything I've said about any of y'all. That's the deal.
Here, your first condition is done.
I just gave you mine. I'll delete anything I said about you guys if y'all leave us the fuck alone. The same thing I did with Rebel, I'll do with you. I'll delete all of it right now, and we don't say another word about you guys.
Okay, so in case you don't understand what you just listened to, it was me in that call with Buggy, with Big Smoke. The agreement that all three of us had is that as long as we don't talk about you, right, you don't talk about us, period, right? You get where we're coming from. You can hear at the very end of that clip that we're not going to talk about you. Your names is not going to come out of our mouths, right? Well, literally 3 days after that, he broke said promise. He made a stream, which I'm going to show you the title of it, but it's deleted now, so unfortunately I can't show it to you. But this stream, from his Coon God channel, is that all your generation has to offer the world. How sad, right? It got deleted because the channel where that stream was on got deleted. In this stream, for literally an hour or so, okay? I think it was like around hour 5, hour 10 minutes. This man attacked my character, said a whole bunch of bullshit behind my back, and never said this shit to my face. You just heard in the previous clip that he said he was not going to mention us anymore. Yet he went to one of his audiences on one of his other channels and talked about me and Buggy and Nappa for an hour and 5 hour to 10 minutes. Okay? The narrative that he has been spinning this entire time is that we haven't let the shit go, right? And we have been bothering him. We're the ones that are trying to play the victim card, but he won't bring up the fact that he said that he wasn't going to talk about us, and yet he did for a fucking hour. Okay? In this stream, he called me egotistical. He said I was condescending. He said I was arrogant. And he implied I was a liar. He also implied that one of the reasons why I left YouTube had to do with fucking view counts, because I wasn't getting views. That's the reason why I left YouTube. When, as I just explained at the start of the stream, the reason why I left YouTube is because I was dealing with my own mental health issues, which is it directly links to my lack of motivation. Okay? To debunk that first argument, these are the views that I was getting, right, back in December/November. Look at the views, okay? 6,000, 3,000, 6,000, 3,000. I'm getting good shit, right? And mind you, I'm not even at 1,000. At this point, I think it was under 500. I think I was around like 300 or so subs at this point. Again, this around the same period of time. 6,000, 3,000, 2,000, 5,000. I'm getting good views, okay? And even up until I stopped doing rants primarily as my way of entertaining people, I was still getting good views. 1,000, 3,000, 4,000. I'm getting good views. You can see here, in the past, I've had long periods of time where my views have dropped off tremendously. 600 views, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. I just showed you where I was getting 6,000 to 3,000 views, 4,000 views, a video every time that I reviewed or discussed this shit. Okay? Right here, you can see that I was struggling for a long period of time. For several weeks. Okay? And I was struggling like that. Again. For weeks. Okay? Until I finally did one rant that pushed me back over the edge and got me 13,000 views. Okay? So, if your argument is that I left YouTube because of views, I should have left YouTube a long time ago when I was getting views like this. Okay? Argument invalid. Period. End of story. Now, he can say whatever he wants about me being egotistical, condescending, whatever. My main problem is that he never said this shit to my fucking face. He never tried hatching this out with me in DMs or none of that bullshit, right? He just talked mad shit about me for an hour, attacked my character, called me a liar, made it seem like I was the one that caused the fucking problems. And when I challenged him about this in the DMs, which I'll show you, right? He tries to pretend like, oh, I had to get my side of the story out. Mind you, by this point, he has already made 4 fucking live streams talking about this shit. 4. This is the 4th one that he's made a live stream on me about. Or about me, sorry. And he needed 4 live streams to get out his side of the story? 4? Really? Are you sure about that?
We don't give 2 fucks about what's going on with all these motherfuckers that keep shit going. We've left these dudes alone. We don't talk about them anymore. We don't even say their names anymore. Or we don't even say their names anymore. Or we don't even say their names anymore.
Are you sure about that?
To address smaller claims that this man has made about me, he tried to twist the Evo story where he got banned. He tried to twist that to make it seem like me and Buggy were the troublemakers. When on the video where I talked about Evo, he literally put in the comment section that he was one of the people that authorized the fucking ban on Evo, and now he's trying to pretend like Evo didn't do anything wrong to nobody. Evo didn't do nothing. And he's one of the cool guys now, even though initially he wanted to get rid of him because he annoyed him so badly. I'm sorry this is kind of blurry, but I took this on my phone, and I would take a better picture from the video on my desktop, but again, his channels got deleted, so his comments are gone. Regardless, he did say to ban the dude, okay? In regards to other smaller things, he said something along the lines of, Marty, that I was reversing the decisions of Marty. I was the only person to do that, even though there is absolutely no rules in his Discord specifically stating that an admin can't reverse the decision of Marty or the quote-unquote number 2 guy, right? I literally have reversed his ban decisions before. I reversed it the first time when Buggy got banned. I reversed it I didn't talk to Marty about the shit. I didn't talk to Big Smoke about the shit, and I fucking reversed it, and neither one of them had a problem with me doing that, right? So if this whole big thing is, I'm the only guy to have reversed the decision of the number 2 guy, and that's not cool, then why was I never warned about this shit until after I got banned? You see what I'm saying? Like, they create these narratives, and they construct these narratives after the fact, but when I was doing these things beforehand several times, again, I've done this also with Macy when she got banned, and now she's one of the moderators on one of Big Smoke's channels, right? I reversed her ban, and Marty didn't care, didn't have a problem with that shit, and nothing happened. Nothing fucking happened. All this shit that they keep talking about, you can't reverse the decision of the second 2 guy. You shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be reversing the decision of the second guy. Never received any repercussions for doing that shit in the past. Never happened. Okay? One of the last things that I'm going to cover, because anything else that he said was incredibly retarded, but the third thing that Big Smoke said was that the creation of the Hakai realm caused problems in his Discord.
Excuse me, what?
Yup, that's right, guys. The inanimate object is what caused problems on his Discord. Not the guy who was fucking abusing it ad infinitum, but just the premise of it being there is what caused the problems. No personal responsibility, just the realm itself was my fault, not the people using it. Okay, so, first of all, I used the Hakai realm one fucking time. One time, and that was the band Evo, okay? Past that point, it was used over 10 times. 10 times by one person. Can you guess who that person was? Marty. You can actually go to the video, I'm going to link it down below, where I explained why I banned Evo and why the Hakai realm was created. I explained all that. But the channel itself, where the Hakai realm is, I actually never fucking made the channel. It was a channel that Marty himself had already made. It was called, I think it was basically like a timeout room for Evo. And I renamed it after I banned him to the Hakai realm. After that point, I didn't ban anybody else, dude. I banned just that one guy, and after that, Marty was the one doing the majority of the banning. You can look at, if you had access to his fucking audit logs, there were probably 40 fucking people on that goddamn ban list on Big Smoke's Discord, right? All those bans were not from me. 3 of them were from me, okay? The first one was from Evo, then Marty made a shit ton of bans after that. Then I banned the troll, or the wall, whatever the fuck you want to call him. I banned him, and nobody cared about that shit. Then I banned Deathhound, and nobody gave a fuck about that shit. But the argument and a narrative that Big Smoke is trying to create with this video, where he's talked about me for an hour, is that I somehow created fucking fear in the Discord by banning one dude that all of them fucking agree with me banning on. All of them, when I banned a dude, were fine with it. Like, dude, you should go to the fucking video. I'm putting the link down in the description. Look at how many fucking emotes are on that one fucking post, okay? Almost everyone unanimously was on the side of me banning this dude. No one had any fucking complaints about this shit. But now, all of a sudden, because I'm out the league, apparently I scared people with all the power that I had. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I'm not going to talk about that shit anymore. Let's go to the Discord so we can talk to Big Smoke about all this shit that he said behind my back. Let's see how he defends himself, okay?
If ours and Buggy want to drop this shit, I'm willing to drop it. All they got to do is fucking step to me like men and say, look, let's drop this shit. That's it. That's all they got to do. That's it. That's all they got to do.
Alright, welcome to fucking Discord with your boy Ars. And now we're going to look at the point where I actually address Big Smoke to his fucking face. So, again, one of the things that we were talking about earlier is that he said that he wasn't going to be talking about me anymore. We were dropping this shit. There was nothing more to say about the situation. It was over, right? Now, that's the reason why here I messaged him around 11, you can see the date, 11:41, saying I thought we were dropping this shit, and now you're coming at my neck on stream. What happened to saying shit to my face instead of behind my back? Because that's one of Big Smoke's big fucking qualms. He always has problems with people saying shit behind his back, right? But let's scroll up. Do you see him talking to me about me quote unquote being egotistical, condescending, a liar, any of this shit? Do you see it? Do you see it? I don't see it. Nope, I don't see it anywhere. It's not there, dude. It's not there at all. So, again, he's always made claims like, yo, if Ars has some shit to say to me, he wouldn't say it behind my back. He would say it to my face, right? So I assumed the same courtesy was to me, because I thought we were cool. So if he had any issues with me, or if he wanted to level with me, it would be very easy for him to get on Discord, right? Talk to me about the shit, explain his issues with me, and we could, chat the shit out, and it'd be no problems. But instead of doing that, right, Big Smoke thought it was proper and adequate to go to his fucking audience first, try to expose me as being condescending, arrogant, a liar, and all this other bullshit. Stuff that's just blatantly inaccurate, not true in any capacity. Because, again, if I was incredibly egotistical, right, I would never have made a video where I said that I was ignorant on animation for fucking 20 minutes, okay? That's not what an egotistical person does. If I was being, quote-unquote, condescending, I'm going to be very condescending in this video because you'll see why. If I was condescending, why the source of my condescension came from my quote-unquote, my point structure in my videos? Yeah, the point structure at the end of my videos, me explaining why I gave points to the show or took points off is me being condescending, when nobody in my comment section ever told me that my point system was condescending, right? No one else made these complaints. Only this guy had this complaint, and apparently a lot of people who are watching him have this complaint now. But again, fuck all that. He never said any of this shit to my face. Sorry to go off on a fucking tangent. So I came directly to this dude. Mind you, he never showed you any of this shit, right? He never showed you this conversation to explain why I started talking shit about him on my Discord, why I broke my promise, okay? Because he started talking about me first. And he never showed this shit to give context as to why we had a problem with him and why we were calling him a fucking snake. So let me read the shit for you, okay? One of the things I said, you already saw, thought we dropped the shit. You're saying that you didn't say this shit to my face. He said that my content was boring, even though this boring content is what compelled him to hand the league over to me. I've already showed this evidence in my last video that I made on this channel. He literally was going to hand the fucking league to me, right? The guy he was going to hand the league over to, right? He's saying all this shit about their character behind their back, right? That makes total sense. 2 months ago, he was going to hand this shit over to me. The entire League of Darkness, he was going to transfer ownership to me. But now, I'm too egotistical. I'm a troublemaker, right, guys? That makes a lot of sense to you. Okay, sure. So, and again, here's actually here's the screenshots. You don't have to look back. When I'm done, the league will be in good hands. I'll take good care of it once you're done. I'll go on my Google account when I'm ready and transfer the LOD channel ownership to your account so you can use it when you want. Called me one of the league front runners. That's the reason why you're chosen over red. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you get the point, right? So, after I addressed him on this shit, he says, I told you the truth. Do what you want with it. I said, you lied out your ass, my dude. It's time to stop. You said you were done with the shit, and you weren't going to make any more videos on it, yet you make a 1.5 hour stream trying to character assassinate me. Quote, unquote, truth, right? So, just so you know that I'm not making this shit up, that he talked about me for about hour 10. The 1.5 hours is inaccurate, but he talked about me for an hour and 10 minutes. I actually took it was like from 35-minute mark to the 1 hour and 45-minute mark. He was talking about me. And he's not denying any of this shit. So you know I'm telling the truth, okay? Everyone made a video about me, so I made mine. Ours. Who are you to assassinate? I told you what I said about you. You left personally. I don't care. I set my piece. So, again, he needed 4 live streams to get his side of the story on. The first one where he acknowledged that I got dropped from the League of Darkness. I got banned from the shit. Well, not banned from the League of Darkness, but banned from the Discord. He didn't say that I left at that point, but he changed it to say that I got kicked out the League of Darkness later, when if you actually go back and watch the live stream that we did, the dual stream, you will hear him say out of his own mouth that I left. I wasn't kicked out, I left, but then again, he tried to change the narrative to make it seem like I got kicked out. I only got banned from the Discord, but I was not kicked out the league. You can go back and watch that shit. I'll put the link in the description for where he explained what he said about me the first time, and then I'll also put another link in the description for the dual stream that the both of us did, okay? So, He needed 4 streams to get out his side of the story. Went a little bit too fucking far. Let me do the page down function. Nigga, you said outright, and you outright said in your stream that I was being egotistical and let shit get to my head. That's a lie. And then he said, and it wasn't all about you. It was all about you young dudes acting dumb. I then called him out on his I don't care card. Because, again, I'm always called out for, you always say I don't care. But when it suits his purposes, he says, I don't care. Can you say hypocrisy? But I said, you can't pull the I don't care card anymore. You have made 4 streams talk about me and our Buggy. If that were the case, you would have dropped it like we agreed. He said, Ars, you said yourself you were an asshole, so go be one. I said, nigga, I made a 15-minute video where I didn't say bad shit about you or the league. I even said we were cool. Now you're going to make a video calling me egotistical. I'm still not going to make anything on you, which obviously I'm changing my mind on that. He said, dude, I told you what happened after you left, and you do have an ego, dude. I said, no, I don't. You do. You should look in the mirror sometimes, man. I'm done with it now. I had to clear the air. All you mofos made videos, so I did too. Ours, I never denied my ego. And I said, in which video did me or Buggy talk shit about you? In what video did I call NBA out and say that he was egotistical, that he was talking shit about me, all this other stuff? In what videos did we ever talk bad or disparage his character in a video? None. No videos. So this attack on my character is completely unprovoked. Alright? Not in my video. I specifically said I had no beef with you. Buggy didn't. He was nice to you until you came into his stream talk about numbers and who you guys knew. You can say whatever you want about yourself. Saying I have an ego was bullshit, especially not over some YouTube trash. Okay? Dude, move on. You made a video. Buggy made 2 live shows, so I finished it off with mine. As like, I did move on, and then I got on my Discord, find out you made shit about me and Buggy after you specifically said you wouldn't. I am coming at you for lying. Your league or nothing, which side of aisle did you pick? Now, you see how he's changing the argument because he got walked into a corner, right? Before, I walked into a corner. I called him out on lying. He did lie. But because he doesn't have a response for that, he goes to the league or nothing fucking quote. That stupid-ass motto, right? And I said, LOL. There's that ego, fam. He said, I have an ego. Never denied it. Never will. I said, you claim that you never deny your ego, but you banned someone for saying you had an ego. Which he did. Go back again, watch the stream between me and him. A guy called him out for having an ego, and he said, this is nothing, this isn't ego, this is just me spitting facts or whatever, verifiable facts, something along those lines. Then he banned the dude. Okay? Ours, you're out, go take your break, enjoy, man. For a guy who don't care, you sure talk about. Again, he's calling me out for saying I don't care when he literally just said that he didn't care like 5 messages ago. Come on, man. Now that I've caught you in your bullshit lies, now you want to dismiss me? Says the guy who said he didn't care about this whole thing, and yet you made 4 live streams talking about it. You can't play that card with me, man. We would have been all Gucci if you kept my name out your mouth like I made sure people did about you on my server. You fucked that up, not me. And in case you don't believe me about him saying that he didn't give a fuck about Discord, right? And this is going to make sense, a lot of sense of why I did what I did later on, but let me play this clip for you real quick, just so you understand where I'm coming from.
Well, I'm going to say this. Guys, if you're a member of the league, if you go to his channel, I don't give a shit. Just don't tell me about it because I don't care anymore after the day. I'm done with this shit. This is 3 straight days of Discord arguing. I'm tired of it. I just want to do my content. I didn't start none of this shit. I didn't start none of this shit to fucking argue. The fact of the matter is this. I just started making videos to make videos. And now it's turned into a bunch of shit that don't matter to anybody. Yeah, everybody loves it in the chat. 105 people watching. Nothing was resolved here. Nothing. This was a waste of my time, yours, theirs, the world's. For what? Because 2 niggas got upset over some dumb shit. So I'm going to repeat myself. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Fuck Discord. Fuck everything that happens on it.
Welcome to the half-hour mark. I appreciate you staying this far, so let's actually move forward a little bit faster now. So you're probably wondering, how the hell did we go from being cool, me and Big Smoke, to him basically saying to my character and getting really pissed off? Well, this is where my friend Shaz plays in. Yeah, guess what, guys? The guy who you thought was cool and was on your side, no, not at all. You were wrong. You were completely wrong. Remember all these screenshots that Big Smoke was showing off in his Discord and in his live stream talking about us? Yeah. I already knew about that. And as a matter of fact, I told him to do it. Why, you may ask? Well, I kind of took this, the iDubbbz versus Tanamangu situation as a little bit of inspiration for me. So if you don't understand what happened there, I'm pretty sure you do. But if you don't, basically what happened was this girl named was Tanamangu. She had a past of saying the N-word, okay? So one guy, his name is iDubbbz, went to one of her meets, put his arm around her and when they were taking a picture, he said, "Say N-word." And this was done for very simple reason, because there was two options that could be done here. The first option is that she says, "This is a really stupid joke. You're a child. I'm the bigger person," and laughed it off. Or she could play the victim card, pretend like she did nothing wrong, and that the iDubbbz basically is the devil in this situation. Now you're starting to get where I'm coming from. This man had two options. A, he could have been the bigger man, stepped away from this shit, acknowledged that he did lie, and just moved on from this entire thing, and proved that he truly didn't give a fuck about Discord or about this situation. Or B, he could play the victim card and prove that he really does care about Discord and, try to make us seem like the bad guys. Which option do you think he picked? Obviously the second one, or I wouldn't be making this video. What I wanted to do was I wanted to make Big Smoke self-destruct. But I didn't want to step away from taking care of my mental health in order to do that. So the only way I could do that, because I really didn't want to make a video on it, was essentially to make him like a hypocrite and make him self-destruct, right? This is the reason why I had these screenshots leaked to him. This guy took these screenshots and completely did a whole 180 and went from I don't give a fuck about Discord or this entire situation into talking about what happens on my own personal Discord that he did not have to talk about, right? It was on my personal Discord. It has no effect on him whatsoever, okay? And he would prove that he does care about the situation, which is the reason why why I'm going to be talking about it for the next 20 to 30 minutes, and why he referenced it in about 4 to 5 live streams past this point. So, given that knowledge, now you kind of understand what I did and why I did it. I wanted to get my payback, and the only way for me to do that was to make him self-destruct. And boy did he. I'm going to do a little bit of a fast forward so I can do a brief summary of what happened after these screenshots were sent, but before all the juicy bits cut in. So I'm going to cut away to that real quick, and I'll see you guys in a few seconds.
Listen, for real, I don't speak for nobody else in the league, but I speak for me. I straight up apologize for the racist shit. I won't fucking comment you like that again. If it's some YouTube shit, I'll fuck with you about it, but I won't do no more racist shit, okay?
I mean,
that clip that you just heard was from the live stream where we made the agreement that we weren't going to be talking about each other anymore. As you can hear by his tone, Big Smoke outright stated that he was not going to say any racist shit about Buggy anymore. It wasn't going to happen. Because this is the same guy who's constantly complained about the Dragon Ball community being one of the most racist communities on the internet. So doing that racist shit he acknowledged was beneath him. after he got pissed off about Buggy streaming his streams and the shit that we said in our chat, he put up a live stream on his Mad Black Attack channel, as you can see here, where the thumbnail says, as you can clearly see, married to a 12-year-old boy, scrape bitch Buggy, with the picture of which I don't even need to say his name because I feel like somebody might flag me just for saying his name, but the guy who was behind 9/11, right? You can see why I'm having to point out his fucking hypocrisy here. You just said you weren't going to do any racist shit, and in this stream, which unfortunately I can't show it to you because he fucking privated the shit, but he literally implied that Buggy was a pedophile and a terrorist while they were all saying racist shit about him on that live stream and in the chat, all because of some shit we said in Discord, and because Buggy was trying to defend himself by live streaming Big Smoke's live streams and pointing out contradictions or things that were just plain inaccurate what he was saying. This man took that shit so personally that he did this shit. The worst thing, let me actually summarize all the things that Buggy is quote unquote guilty of, okay? And you decide on your own terms. I'm not going to tell you what to think. You decide whether or not this is justified for the shit that Buggy has done. So, Buggy was accused of trolling, which is the reason why he got banned from Big Smoke's Discord. There's still been no hefty evidence to prove that Buggy trolled Big Smoke's Discord or the live stream. The only thing that Big Smoke has as evidence is that he told Buggy to stop being an asshole, which doesn't mean fucking anything. What Big Smoke was seeing was that one of his admins, Marty, kept timing out Buggy, but doesn't mean anything. Like, you can type on somebody's name and time them out 10 times just because you feel like it. That's not hefty evidence. If anything, Buggy was streaming his live streams and also made separate videos trying to defend himself against accusations by Big Smoke. And 3, I think one of the last things that he said was that he basically did a off joke. Whether or not it's in poor taste or not is up to you. But basically, what Buggy said is that, why are you spending so much time talking about kids instead of spending time with your own? Seriously, man, get over this shit. It was something along those lines. He basically called Big Smoke's parenting into question. Okay? Big Smoke's response to that is to be racist towards him, imply that he's a pedophile, and imply that he's a terrorist. You can decide which one is worse than your own. You can decide whether or not his response is apt or not. Obviously, in my opinion, it's not. But you get the point where I'm coming from. Again, in another live stream where Buggy was trying to defend himself, this is one of the things that he put in Buggy's chat. Fuck you, Sand Monkey. I'm destroying you, bitch. It's on now. So you can understand where I'm coming from for the hypocrisy. So this is basically what happened prior to the streams that I'm going to talk about next. But I just wanted to give you an idea of the hypocrisy that I was talking about so you understand what I mean. This guy will say one thing and have one tone one day, and next day will completely flip on everything that he claimed that he would never do because it suits him and because of his feelings. Yet he accuses us of being fucking emotional and us of being liars and hypocrites. Just keep that in mind, okay? Let's move forward. So from this point forward, things are going to get a little bit darker, so I want you to prepare yourself for that. But I just wanted to give a little bit more context here. This is after Big Smoke said all the racial shit about Buggy and basically completely making himself out to be a hypocrite. Again, this was my plan from the beginning with, because I never wanted to make a video on this dude. I want this guy to self-destruct and essentially expose himself as a hypocrite so that hopefully his own fan base would call him on that and he would realize his own errors and we can move on from this shit. But that's not what Big Smoke did. That's not what Big Smoke did at all. He did something that was well beyond my predictions, which is insane when I think about it because trust me, never, what you're about to hear, I never expected from him to say this. I never baited him into saying any of this shit. This is stuff that he chose to do on his fucking own. All right, but just some more context. Buggy put a goat fucker quote in our Discord, which we use as bait because we knew that we knew Big Smoke couldn't help but talk about the shit, right? He completely made the shit up. It's supposed to be a play on the joke they were making about earlier. They were calling him a goat fucker before, even before this quote even happened. So he just took that joke and he put in the Discord, uses his bait to see if they would actually take the bait, and they did. And then they start calling him a literal goat fucker. So that was weird. But just understand, remember what we said that we have done in the past, right? We've only talked about him in our own personal Discord, which should not have any personal effect on him since he said that he didn't give a shit, right? And I talked with Big Smoke in the DMs. Buggy did what he did. That's it. You tell me if this response is apt to you or not.
And all y'all do is flag my videos. Yeah, a 41-year-old black man came and ran a bunch of punk-ass little millennials over. Cause that's all y'all got. He's 41. 41, and I got more money in this wallet right here than all you motherfuckers combined. Period. That's the only thing that matters. How much green you got. I could buy all you bitches 100 times over. The only problem is you ain't worth shit. Now go make your little response videos. Go make your response videos. The next time your mama might be on the screen in her panties. I promise you I got the way to get that shit. The next time your granny gonna be on here in her panties. Even if she just skin and bones laying in a casket. I'll put that shit right on the screen. Try me. I told you little boys to leave me alone. The next time you fuck with me, your address, phone number, the car you drive, your girlfriend, your goddamn sisters, uncles, all that shit gonna be right here on the screen. The very next time you fuck with me. Cause I'm tired of this. I'm gonna show y'all how nasty I can be. I'm gathering y'all information right now as we speak, and you don't even realize it. I'm gonna show you how bad I can be, how fucking nasty I can be. I promise you that. You're gonna learn a valuable lesson about fucking with me. I'm gonna make you get the fuck off YouTube. I'm done with these games. I'm done with it. Get mad at a man for just putting up videos. You don't like them, you don't have to watch them. That's simple as that. You don't have to watch something you don't like. But no, not only do you stop and watch, but you fucking stay on my channel and troll too. Why don't you just go somewhere else? All you little bitches don't like me, go somewhere else. We don't need you around here, and we certainly don't want you around here. Very simple concept. Ours, I know you're watching and listening. You a bitch ass little liar because you're sitting over there with your little faggot ass friends talking about me. I got you on motherfucking tape, on record, saying you wouldn't do that shit and you done it. So you a liar and a bitch ass nigga. You one of these little pretty Ricky ass boys who ain't about shit. Cause if you met me in the street, I would beat the goddamn brakes off of your punk ass. Plain and simple. And same with your little Saudi Arabian faggot friend. I'll beat the motherfucking skin up off that boy. And I'm calling y'all boys because y'all ain't men. Make y'all regret the next time you say my name. It'd be really nice if you go not only flag, but dislike all their videos. We're gonna play the troll game. There's 81 people watching me. He should have 81 flags on his channel.
So what did you think? Didn't believe me when I said that he went off the deep end? And that he was self-destructing at a rapid pace? Well, you heard it. I told you what we did, and his response was to say that he was going to dox us, he was going to assault us, and incite his fans to mass flag. Now, during the stream, because obviously I was watching it, I wasn't watching like his stream directly. I was watching Buggy stream his stream because we wanted to have his shit recorded, essentially, in case he privated the video like he did before. That was our first mistake, was when he made that video with the 12-year-old thumbnail. Buggy wasn't on to record that shit. So this time he recorded this one, so in case he privated it, he couldn't hide it. We have all the fucking audio for that shit, right? So as you can see, during that, I replied directly to him during the fucking stream while I was going. I said, doxing and assault and battery over YouTube, my dude. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't even concerned or mad about this shit when he was doing it. I just was flabbergasted that this man was actually saying this shit on stream and thought that we weren't gonna fucking catch him for this. And that's when I said, keep twisting the truth to prove your point, which again, he's purposely excluding context as to why we're mad at him and including his own reasoning for why we're mad at him in order to make himself seem like the victim. Of course, we're the ones that keep fucking with him. It's not that he broke his agreement and lied about us behind our fucking backs, right? And didn't try hashing anything with us man to man after we made an agreement not to talk about this shit anymore, right? But then you go on stream after stream after stream after stream talking about us. You imply my boy Buggy is a terrorist and a pedophile. And then you do all this other shit. You think that none of us are going to reply to this shit. We think we're just going to let this shit slide. Really? Are you sure about that? Because at this point, at this stream, I had already decided, yeah, I have to make a response to this shit. I have to make a response to this because this is serious. I thought his fans for sure were going to call him out for this shit. They didn't do it. So, obviously, I had to do this in order for you guys to see what I was talking about. Make sure you knew that I wasn't lying. Like I said, I made effectively 0 videos on him, which is a fact. I made 0 videos on this dude. At this point, he has referenced me in 8 live streams. And he's saying, I have the problem. We have the problem. We're messing with him, right? I made 0 videos on this dude. None. And yet he keeps talking about me. My name keeps coming out of his mouth. Who has the problem here? At this point, during the live stream, I'm not going to put up the audio, but general concept, he says, nobody cares about you, Rs. And that's when I replied, you care. And he said, no, nobody cares about you. And I said, that's why you're reading this, right? And he's like, why are you talking about me? You don't care, right? Then ignore me. Why do you keep talking about me? I just keep asking him these questions. Because if you don't care about somebody, you don't keep talking about them. That doesn't make any sense. At no point in this entire video I've said, I don't care about Big Smoke, right? I never said that. Because that'd be a lie. Otherwise, I would be making this video. But this guy on stream said, nobody cares about you, Rs. Nobody cares. But you guys keep name dropping me like every stream. Just wanted to make sure that you understood that. Let's go into the next stream, which I'm not going to go over everything that happens in there, but you'll get the general concept. Let's move forward. Alright, so I'm going to briefly cover this stream. There wasn't a lot that went on. The general concept of this stream is that, well, first of all, Big Smoke doesn't show his face, which I think is pretty interesting, as he has been showing his face this entire time with no difficulty. I think at this point he might have realized that he went a little bit too far, and he was actually embarrassed of his own actions. But that's neither here or there. I don't want to psychoanalyze the dude, so I'll let you guys decide that for yourselves. You know, at this point, like I said, Buggy, well, after the last stream, sorry to say at this point, but after the last live stream that we went over, Buggy took that threat to dox very seriously. So he took he basically took the information that he knew about Big Smoke, right? He took the information they knew about him, which is that his main name is NBA or whatever. Searched it up on Google and found his real name. And he did a little bit more searching for a couple hours. At some point, I don't know how he managed to do it, but he came across his real name, his business, his address, his phone number, all this shit. And I mean, mainly it's because Big Smoke himself constantly showed his house on stream. He showed where the outside of the house. At one point, he also flashed the license plate number and all this other shit. But he didn't take all this information to be malicious with it. He wasn't going to dox the dude or anything. But he did have the information. He was collecting it so that in case Big Smoke actually went through with this threat of attempting to dox one of us, that he could call his local police station because that's a criminal offense. And he can do that because Canadian and American police or American forces in general work together. So it's not that big of a reach for him to grab his address and then find a local police station in that area and call them in case he does that threat. Now, basically what Big Smoke does in this entire live stream is it says that basically saying that Buggy is trying to intimidate him or scare him or some things. I'm going to let you hear some of the things he has to say about him and some of the things that he had to say about me. Roll the clip.
I got a message in the Discord from Marty. Well, apparently Buggy, I don't know who he got it from, but he found my real name and where I live and all that, and he's claiming that he's going to call the police in my town and tell on me if I don't leave him alone. And in the message, he said the only reason he hasn't done it yet is because he got to see my criminal record and he don't want to get me in trouble. Well, this message is for him. If you think because you know my real name and where I live that I'm going to quit telling the truth about you and your punk ass friend ours, then go ahead and call the police right here in my city, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Go ahead and call. And they're going to tell you what they tell anybody. The police are not going to get involved over some online bullshit. Unless I physically harm you, they ain't going to do shit. So whoever you got the information from or however digging you did to get it, good for you. Now you know where I'm at. Now you know how to find me. So it is what it is. If you walk up my driveway, you won't get to my house. Because when you look back, you'll see your legs laying back behind you. Because if I see anybody come to my house, I'm going to blow them away. Now tell the police I said that. Because guess what they're going to tell you? They're going to tell you he got a right to shoot anybody in his yard. I'm glad you found my name, and I'm glad you got to look up my criminal record. So now I don't have to keep warning you how dangerous I am. You got to see it for yourself. You got to see all the shit that I did when I was young. So now you know I'm not bullshitting when I tell you I have done some shit, and I am willing to do some shit again. So you keep going over my record. You keep looking at all that shit I did. Keep looking at all the people that I done ran over and all the damage I done caused. If you really want to drop shit, then stop making videos about me. I wasn't even online all day yesterday and most of the day before. And what do I find? People making videos about me still. You think because you found out my real name that you're going to scare me into not talking about you while you sit around still talking about me? Dude, are you out your motherfucking mind? Really? Like the shit is so funny, guys. Because he's in front of me, you and your buddy ours, who is such a punk ass bitch that he won't stream on his own channel. He won't go on his own channel and do videos about me because he know his channel is full of NBA fans. Damn near everybody subscribed to ours are NBA fans. That's why he won't go on his own channel and make a video about me, because he know what'll happen if he does it. He know exactly what'll happen. The numbers will start dropping. People will start leaving that bullshit channel. That's the reason why he go on Buggy's channel and talk shit. Because if he really wanted to talk some shit, don't you think he would go on his own channel? Now I know the reason why his dad is dead. His dad killed himself to get away from his bitch ass. That's the reason why he ain't got no daddy. Dude shot himself. Because if my son was that much of a bitch, I'd shoot myself too. If I looked at my son, he's one of these pretty Ricky niggas like that, I'd kill myself too. I really would. So I don't feel sorry for the fact that you grew up with no dad. I'm actually happy for the nigga. I'm glad he smoked himself. Because I wouldn't want to be around your punk ass neither. Fuck these dudes, man. I don't care what I say about them. The police can't arrest me for saying I'm glad his daddy dead. I wish he was dead. They can't arrest me for that. You can't arrest somebody for wishful thinking. You can't arrest somebody for being happy that something bad happened to somebody else.
Yep, you heard that right. This nigga came at my dad, who died of colon cancer, and said that he was glad that he was dead. And that he was glad that I grew up without a dad. And wished that I was dead too. Over Discord. The thing that he said he hated and didn't care about. Also, he's been bitching on the platform that he claims that he hates and doesn't care about, yet has created approximately, 20 channels? 20 channels on this fucking platform. The one you hate, right? Oh, but wait. I'm not done. Did you think this was over? Oh, somehow it gets even worse from here. It gets worse. At this point, I don't even understand if do I even have to say anything else anymore? Like, is that even necessary? Is that required? Who still supports this dude after the shit I showed you? Who? Tell me who. I'll show you who. Roll the clip again. And let's get this over with.
Yeah, these little guys online got people coming to my channel talking about, hey, how's your family and all this and that, asking me a bunch of stupid shit. And these guys really think that by putting my real name online that they have done something. These guys are probably new, so I'll explain. I had a 2-year beef with a man named Tommy Sotomayor. And he did the same exact thing to me. He put my information out online. He stole pictures off my Facebook and of my family and streamed them all online. You guys are so pathetic if you think doxing actually helps. It doesn't change the fact that when you look in the mirror in the morning, you still a bitch. For all these guys who think doxing me hurt, all you did was prove my story. You showed where a guy went from being a criminal to a fucking good dad and a good person. That's all this doxing did. It proved my story to be true. So thank you, trolls. Once again, you reinforce NBA. You make me better than I was. They can't just say, you know what, let's leave this brother alone. We done enough. We done put his information out. We done this and that. Let's just leave him alone. Nope. They have to keep coming because they're just so lame. They're so pathetic. Like, I literally am not mad at them anymore. I have reached feel sorry for them levels. You know I'm not a bitch. You know what I'm capable of. So go ahead and finish spreading it around to the rest of your troll friends so you can see what's going to happen to you if you ever get in my face. The stuff that's in that record will happen to you. Because I have no problem doing those things again to a person that I dislike. I will jam a gun down your motherfucking throat and make you strip butt ass naked and walk down the street like that. Because I've actually done that to people. And even if you're saying it just to make me mad or saying it as a joke, go look in the mirror and ask yourself, why are you letting that kind of stuff come out of your mouth to begin with? Whether it's a joke or not don't matter. Whether it's to piss me off don't matter. You are literally opening your mouth and saying you want to rape kids. That's something you don't even say as a joke. So to fix your mouth to say that, or to fix your fingers to type that shit in, you have to go look in the mirror and realize how sick of a bastard you are. Then you should pull out a gun and shoot yourself in that same mirror. You should just kill yourself right then and there and get it over with. Because that ain't something that you joke about. Even if you want to piss me off, you could find other things to say to try to piss me off. I'm not even mad about you saying it. What I am is disgusted. Because I think it takes a really sick bastard to say some shit like that about children. And the fact is, they over there hanging out with these people. Those are the people that they have aligned themselves with. Those are the people they decided to hang out with on the internet. People who want to rape my children. That's who they running with right now, guys. So I hope you guys remember that when you frequent R's channel and Buggy's channel. Remember, they're hanging out with people who are sending this scummy ass shit to me. They're hanging out with people saying this kind of shit about my children. That's who they running with right now. This is why I don't align myself with trolls. I don't care what kind of beef I have with you. I'm never going to click up with trolls to come after somebody. I come after people by myself, on my own. I don't even use the other members of the league to do it. I come after people on this microphone by myself. When these guys come after me, they do this friend of a friend of a friend shit. Ours, Buggy, they're clicking up with Trunks, that fucking troll who been harassing me for 2 years. They clicking up with all these other trolls who been harassing me for 2 years. Guys, when I went after them, did I click up with any trolls to give me back up? Or did I just go after them? Did I go click up with anybody? Do I bring the members of the league on the mic to help me? Or do I go after them by my motherfucking self? The way a man is supposed to. Trust me, there are league members right now who want to get on this mic and go after these fools. But I don't let them on because I can do it myself. But when they come after me, they clicking up with trolls. The very people they were talking shit to a couple of weeks ago, now they friends with them. They friends with people who were saying some disgusting shit about them when they were members of the league. These same trolls were calling ours a faggot and a punk and all this shit. And now that he ain't with us no more, he hanging with these same people, guys. Now, what does that say about his personality? You hanging with motherfuckers who was calling you names, who was talking shit about you. Now you fucking cool with these same guys. I'm still doing it by myself. Y'all fucking put my information out, and I'm still on here by myself doing it. Oh, they'll click up with Sandro next too. They're going around collecting all the trolls who don't like me onto one big channel to harass me every day. The minute you decide to click up with trolls, you immediately destroyed yourself. Because they're trolls for a reason. That's why we call them trolls. Because all they do is hide. Like I said, Mr. R's, you won't put a video on your own channel, but you'll go on Buggy's channel and talk shit about me. Why won't you put a video on your own channel? I wonder. Couldn't be because it's made up mostly of NBA fans, and if you put a video like that about me over there, they'll abandon your ass. So it's easier to go on Buggy's channel and do it, because no one cares about Buggy's channel. But it's cool. Y'all keep spreading your hate and your sexual innuendo crap about my children. Because as long as y'all keep doing it, and as long as y'all keep hanging with those people, we're going to keep calling y'all pedophiles and losers. I don't give a damn if you say it or not. I don't care if you never said shit about my kids. If you're hanging out with people who are talking like that about my kids, then you down with them, you a part of them, you're a pedophile. If you're hanging out at the mall and one of your friends tells you he likes fucking little kids, after you get done beating his ass, you're never going to speak to him again. But if you keep hanging out with him after he tells you that, then you're a goddamn pedophile just like him. Plain and simple. So all these trolls y'all done clicked up with who are saying this rapey shit about my kids, y'all done clicked up with them. Y'all are part of them. So I'm grouping y'all in together with them. Plain and simple. So from here on out, guys, I'm not going to recognize them as anything other than pedophiles. Until they come out and denounce this shit that's being said about my kids, they are pedophiles. Plain and simple. Ours, Buggy, Trunks, all these other fucking trolls, all of them. They fucking pedophiles. Anybody who will click up and run with people that'll talk like that about kids, you're a pedophile. And I hope you go to jail. That ain't no goddamn joke. You can't just say I was joking and get out of that one. Birds of a feather, you damn right. You running with them motherfuckers, you're a pedophile. I ain't providing no names for shit. If you're over there, then you know who's doing the shit because y'all are the ones sending them. Okay? So don't tell me to provide nothing. I'm talking directly to the person that's running the Discord, ours and Buggy. Because they are the people who are fanning these flames. They are the people sending these trolls out, and they are the people who doxed my information. Okay? So I'm talking directly to the people who are responsible. I don't need to talk to a little soldier like you. Okay? And I'll make it clear. I'm not calling him a pedophile because he's an actual pedophile. I'm calling him a pedophile because he's hanging out with them. I'm calling him a pedophile because they're surrounded by him and they're over there thinking the shit's funny when they come and say shit like that about my kids. I don't think you actually have done shit to kids, Buggy, but you're hanging out with people who saying the stuff. So therefore, I'm lumping you in with them as long as you surround yourself with those kinds of people. I don't click up with trolls and pedophiles because you guys have beef with me. I didn't click up with anybody. You guys are the ones who left and clicked up with these trolls. So now you're going to suffer the same fate as these trolls. You didn't have enough guts to come at me by yourself, so you went and made a fucking group of trolls, clicked up with them, and now y'all doing this shit together. If you had any real guts and you were a real man, you would get on your channel and you would tell these trolls you don't want nothing to do with them. But no, you're loving it. You're loving the attention you're getting from fucking with me. That's why you done clicked up with them. So I'm going to call you a pedophile because you're hanging with them. Do the right thing. Come out and denounce these trolls. I'll stop saying it. But you already done put my damn private information out, so you can't do nothing else to me. You've done the worst thing you can do online, and that had zero effect on me. So now you have no weapons left against me. So now I can be as nasty as ever. Go right ahead. You have nothing else you can use. That was your only card and you played it, and it didn't do shit for you. So now I can sit up and call you whatever I want. So keep coming over here with troll accounts saying that you're not a pedophile, but as long as you're hanging out with them, you're a pedophile. That's the way it works in this country. Perception is reality. And the perception is you're hanging out with pedophiles. So the reality is you're hanging out with pedophiles. The difference between you guys and me is very simple. I have more people watching me, so I have a bigger effect on YouTube than you guys. So when I get on here and say something, more people hear me say it. When you get on your little stream and 9 people are watching, you have to hope that those 9 people run all over the internet with what you're saying. So many people watch me that I can get my message out better to more corners of YouTube. So more people think that you're a goat fucker and a pedophile than anything else because of me. And the bigger my channel gets, the more I'm going to say this stuff until you and ours leave me alone, denounce the trolls, and go the fuck away. I'm going to keep saying the nastiest shit I can think of. Because I've learned one simple truth about the internet. It's really sad, but it's really true. If you keep repeating something enough, people are going to believe it. So I'm going to keep repeating that you're a pedophile until you fucking prove that you're not. By getting away from the people who are saying these things about my kids. Who listens to the sound of my voice. They're all calling you a snake, ours, because you're hanging out with a guy who's doing low down shit. If you just get the fuck away from Buggy, people would probably stop calling you a snake. But they're not, because you're hanging around a guy who's doing slimy ass shit. So as long as you hanging around him, they're going to call you a snake. And as long as he's hanging around pedophiles, they're going to keep calling him a pedophile. Guilt by association. I'm creating the narrative now. My voice is bigger than yours. I'm creating the narrative. I have hundreds and hundreds of people calling you a snake. But not because I'm just saying it, but because they are witnessing your behavior live on the internet. They're watching you do it. They're watching all of you do it. So there's no point in trying to beat it into their heads anymore, because now they all see it with their own eyes. You're not the scrape god anymore. You're the snake god. That's what they're calling you now. Snake god ours.
Good fucking game, You lose. Let's cover our bases, shall we? Let's cover all the things that Big Smoke has been exposed to have been doing in this one video. Okay? He lied about me. He lied about Buggy. He lied about not understanding why we're talking shit behind his back. He twisted the narrative. He implied Buggy was a pedophile. He implied that he was a terrorist. He called me a bitch-ass liar. He came at my pops. He claimed that Buggy doxed him, which is a lie. And accused all of us of being pedophiles. Wow. Give him a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause for making it this far. And if you still support him after this, that's on you. I'm not going to respond to anything else you say at this point because it's over. I got you. Completely. Utterly. Down pat. GG. Talk about this for the next 6 months of your life. Let it seep deep into your psyche about how I played the fuck out of all of you. Remember that shit and never forget. And before I leave, I'm going to display the names of all the people that were also helping Big Smoke and slandering me. You made it to the top. You'll be at the end of the video as well. Goodbye, motherfuckers. Your boy R's is out. Oh, actually I was wrong. I got caught up in the moment. Actually before I sign off, I don't know why I have to say this, but I denounce pedophilia. I don't support it in any capacity, and I don't support people talking about Big Smoke's kids on the internet. Okay? Cool. Now I'm out. Bye.
Hey, Smoke, what made you flip out like that, man? Was it the drugs or what?
I got caught up in the money, the power. I don't give a shit. Oh, fuck, man.
Why you just didn't quit, man? We was like family, homie.
I had no choice. I had to do it. I just see the opportunity. Oh, when I'm gone, everyone gonna remember my name. Big Smoke. Oh.